Hey everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. Well, today we're going to do one of my favorite kind of videos. We're going to do a portfolio review. And this is not just a portfolio, this is the portfolio by Nestor Rios. And he's been following my channel for years. So this one's for you, Nestor. Here we go. This video has been made possible by Leidschendam, the creators of Keyshot. Alright everybody, so let's get the show on the road. I'm going to start with the resume part, as that is what I typically do when I do a portfolio review. As always, this is my personal opinion, so it doesn't make it better or worse, it's just my take on it, okay? Now, this is a very special review for me, I must say, because Nestor is somebody who has been supporting my channel for a very, very long time, and I really want to do him the favor of doing this review for him. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be honest. I will do this as I always do this, right? Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to go and look at the resume. And I did a little preview here, of course, and the first thing that I notice is that this is not his face, obviously. It's a caricature, which in itself is okay, but if you want to use this platform to get hired and whatnot, I think it would be a better idea to actually use a photograph, okay? Then also it says 3D model and animator. I must say, but we'll come to that in a bit, that on the homepage I didn't see any animation work, but we'll get to that in a bit. And also I can see that you're from Bogota, Colombia. However, how do I reach you? Where's your email address? Where's your phone number? Where's your, and so on, okay? I haven't seen that anywhere. So maybe something to think about. Okay, then the summary. Now this right here, it says 3D animation modeling, okay. However, when I'm reading this, it kind of looks like I'm reading a page on LinkedIn. I mean, it's very sophisticated, it's very business-like, and I would very much advise to put some more personal information in a summary. What drives you to do what you do. Of course, you can get a list of skills down here, but the summary is, okay, so why are you a 3D modeler and animator? How did you get into that business? What have you been doing so far and whatnot? This, again, like I said, although great information, reads like it's kind of a presentation from a large company or whatnot, okay? Right, and then the skills. Well, first of all, and I noticed this on a couple of levels, be very, very careful not to make any spelling mistakes. For example, here it says concept design, here it says design, but it's not spelled correctly, okay? Now, I understand that English might not be your first language, but have somebody check it out for you, because it's a bit of a turn off for companies when they see a lot of spelling mistakes, okay? So check that. Now down here, software proficiency, 3ds Max, Maya, AutoCAD, Substance Painter, whatnot. Now I know for a fact, for example, you do a lot of Photoshop work, so I would add that as well. And just make sure that you have a good comprehensive overview, okay? So that's that on the kind of the resume contact page, if you will. And then next we're going to go and jump into the actual portfolio page. All right. Now, first of all, what I want to address is the fact that there are some very, very, very strong pieces here. At the same time, there are a couple of pieces that seem to be a bit older or maybe not as strong, and my advice is always to use your very best work only, okay? Now, I know Nestor for a number of years now. I know that he progressed in his skill set and he became better and better and better. So please just post your very best work. Now, it's very diverse, a lot of stuff going on here. We have some motorcycles, we have some organic stuff, buildings, interiors, and whatnot. One thing that I notice, and I noticed that is that there's a lot of Photoshop manipulation work. So for example, this one right here, this one right here, that one. And I know that Nestor is quite good at that. However, I would advise to not do that on the same Artstation page. I would actually have two Artstation pages for the simple reason that it says in the header 3D modeler and animator, and yet this is a Photoshop manipulation. So it's not 3D modeling, it's not animation, okay? So that would be my advice, because when people look at this page as is, they would assume that you 3D modeled this scene right here until you hover over it, okay? So that's what I would do there. Then let's see what else. I see kind of stuff all over the place, and I'll tell you what I mean. For example, if I hover over here, it says modeling when I hover over the character, right? If I go up here, 3D modeling. If I go here, it says, sorry for the mesh. So what am I going to find when I click here, right? Then again, I got modeling here. So why do I have modeling here and modeling here and modeling here? It seems that you have just information per post. You would think that, right? However, if I go and click on this motorcycle, I would expect to see the 3D model, maybe a couple of render passes, maybe the wireframe and whatnot. But when I click on it, I get the motorcycle, I get a car, I get an oil can, totally different stuff. So let's go back one step. So what I would do here is I would do one post per project. So if you had this motorcycle, I would have a description of the object, so in this case motorcycle, and when you click on it, I would want to see, for example, an ambient occlusion pass, a beauty pass for the render, maybe a concept piece, maybe a wireframe, so you have all the information relevant to this model. Now, if I'm interested in hiring you because I have a motorcycle project, I want to know how you created this model. So how did you do the breakdown from start to finish, right? Here are some objects that are not really related, although I must say they're awesome. For example, this car, why is it not on the front page? I mean, it's awesome, but you know, going through here, where is it, right? So hopefully you know what I mean. Now the Photoshop manipulation, I don't know if there's anything down there. You got several different items, and I'm going to skip that for now because this is a 3D review. Here it seems that you have multiple 3D meshes from different products. Like I said, it wouldn't be my first choice to do it that way, right? And also, if you do this, don't do photographs of your screen, do actual screen grabs, okay? This looks a little bit amateuristic. So if you have that opportunity to do that, just by doing a print screen and then cutting out the image in Photoshop and making that a neat little photo, that would have the preference instead of having a photograph of the screen, okay? All right, so let's see, environments. Again, spelling. Spelling is incorrect. Please, please, please check that. Right? So, bit tall grass here. Overall, I like it. I'm looking at the textures. I'm looking at the backdrop. Trees look okay. So, I'm not going to spend 20 minutes on each and every little item, but, you know, just things that are very obvious. Maybe some different materials on the top of the lanterns here. Lighting looks okay. So the grass, some repetition in textures looks like here on the rock. This is a nice piece here. This one is awesome. I've seen this one before. Well done. Let's see what else we got. That's a Photoshop manipulation. We'll look at this. And again, we have multiple different pieces that are not really related. So it's kind of hard to comment on that. Check, let's see. No, never mind. Okay, we're going to go back. Let's see what else. We have some organic stuff. I like this one here. That's not organic, but I like it. So here we have all sorts of different props in different levels of skill set. Okay. So this, for example, looks very, very nice. Again, the breakdown, it's kind of hard for me to comment because it's kind of all over the place. I know you have some serious skills. I would definitely spend some time on trying to get it sorted and organized so people know exactly what's going on, right? So let's see, we'll look at one of the vehicles here because I love your vehicles. I mean, this, for example, is just a great model. Here is more like a Tron piece. It's actually Tron, yeah, there you go. Okay, now for example, I wouldn't put this in here for the simple reason that it's not in sync with the topic. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so instead of going through all these individual pieces, let me just summarize, all right? So first of all, on the resume page, make sure people know who you are. Keep it personal. Put in a personal photograph of yourself if you can do that. Also, list your email address and tell people how they can reach you. If you have multiple pages, let's say you have a personal website or whatnot, you would list them there. And make sure the overview of your skill set is complete and filled out with all the correct software logos, okay? Then on this overview here, 3D modeling and animation, make sure that all the spelling is correct and do a post per topic. So if you have a motorcycle here, call it motorcycle, have a breakdown of individual passes, so beauty pass, ambient occlusion pass, wireframe, maybe concept art, and add some information how you came about to model that. Maybe you did it for a client, maybe you did it for a school project, maybe you did it to sell it online, okay? And if you do sell stuff online, share that link somewhere. Again, the Photoshop work, I would do that on a different page, and I would group things together. So you would have, for example, a folder for vehicles, you would have one for environment, so I get a quick view of what your skills are, right? So that's my quick review, Nestor. Hopefully you enjoyed the feedback. As always, it's just my personal opinion. I think you're an amazing artist and you're going to go places, right? So thank you guys all for watching this video. If you want to see more of this, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye. Well, thanks for watching. And before you go, please hit that MH button to subscribe, okay? See you guys next time. Bye.